aspect of Twilight just killed Tanari.
Wait, what?
She took his heart. Plans to slaughter the rest of them.
What's going on?
What a cruel god.
I'm not.
You've forsaken us!
I'd never do that.
Evil thing.
I'm not evil.
How could she do this?
That wasn't me. Is this why everyone's so scared of me?
Dusk and dawn. The ending is the beginning. Psst. Zoe.
Huh? Wait, where am I? This isn't Runeterra.
Glad to see you awake, sleepyhead. So you finally decided to get serious with learning about your powers. Finally got a mission you can't handle.
And you are?
Why? I'm the aspect of Twilight, kiddo.
What? But I'm the current vessel for the aspect.
Well, dusk and dawn are the same, right, Zoe?
You! What did you do to those poor creatures? Sealing them? Using them as weapons? I know you had a reputation for being a cruel aspect, but I didn't think it's 'cause you enslaved an entire race!
For the record, I didn't seal them. It wasn't me who turned them into weapons. It was the humans. I just taught them how. But I may or may not have ripped a heart out while doing so.
You're a messed up monster, Maisha.
Me? The monster? Their war was killing innocent people, Zoe. The mortals perished too. They grew mad with power and they needed to be stopped. It was a task given to me by my fellow aspects. How about you, Zoe? Do you know what you're supposed to herald? What your mission in Runeterra is? I'll take that as a no. See, this is why the aspect chose me for that war. I had a job that needed to be done, and I did whatever it took to finish my mission. The aspect chose me for that task because I saw that I can, no, that I have the will to do it. Being an aspect isn't all fun and games, Zoe. There will be difficult tasks that will be asked from you. Tasks that will leave you questioning your morals and make you choose hard decisions. And if you can't do that, then don't you dare call yourself an aspect. That would be an insult to the sacrifices made by the ones that came before you who was willing to take that lead.
I'm perfectly aware of that. I'm still getting used to my job, but I've never failed a mission before. On the other hand, I wanted to ask, where are we?
Well, being chosen by the aspect, you have the liberty of inheriting every speck of magic from the past vessel. That means you now hold the same power I once did, and supposedly the ones before us. All that magic comes with this place that transcends the physical realm. A place where you can reconnect with the past vessels if you ever need guidance. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Being the aspect of anything isn't really an easy job. But going back, this is a special little corner in your mind, deep within the subconscious. I assume that you're under a lot of pressure. It probably brought you here after detecting your frustrations.
Ah, so I'm dreaming? And it somehow connected me to this little mind space? But if that was the case, how come you're the only past vessel here?
I wonder about that too.
Well, that aside, I have some questions I want answered. And I think you can probably help me with that.
Probably.
Like I said, I haven't been an aspect for too long. I'm not even aware of this other powers that I'm capable of. but I do want to know how strong the Aspect's raw potential is. The Aspect's magic is one that can rival that of the Darkens, right?
Correct.
And whatever power and spells he used to have, it's now with me, right?
Sadly.
Then that means I can seal and go toe-to-toe with the Darken too, like you, right?
Where exactly are you going with this?
Do you think it's possible to separate a Darken from a host it's taken over with the Aspect's power?
But why would you want to do that? Can't you just kill the thing? That's an option too, you know. Of course I'd kill the host too, but who cares about one mortal life?
It's always killing with you. Not everything can be solved by killing something, you know?
You're one soft girl, Zoe. It makes me wonder why the Aspect of Twilight chose you to be the next vessel. But fine, I'll indulge you. The answer is yes. Just disrupt its magic until the person pops out. Basic Aspect stuff. Any Aspect can do this. Although, I doubt any Aspect apart from you would want to bother.
I tried that already. It worked, but unfortunately his will to fight back has grown weak. The Darken just overpowered him again.
Oh, sounds like you're wasting your time, girl.
Maisha! Come on! Help me out here! What if I possess the body? Can I do that? Just try to fight Ross for control? Will that work?
Well, in a way, you can, but not wholly and not for too long. Furthermore, we don't enter bodies. We're not demons. However, the Aspect has all sorts of magic. This includes spiritual magic. This strong magic allows us to connect with other beings in other ways, one of which is entering the most vulnerable thing any mortal has, their mind.
So it's kinda like a takeover, but not really. This could work. I can still...
Hold your horses, kiddo. Yes, we can enter, but we're merely just visitors there. We can see, we can roam in their mindscape, but we can't do much. Magic doesn't work there. The only ones that have total control of what happens inside and outside the bodies are the ones who owns it. Meaning, if there's a fight or battle that's going to take place, it's going to be between the actual owner of the mind space and the Darken who infested it. You, on the other hand, can't hurt them and cannot be hurt by them when inside.
So, we're like ghosts there?
Yes, something like that. You can look, you can't really touch. Or, in your case, start a fight.
Well, that's a little less than ideal, but fine. So, how do you do this little party trick?
Well, this party trick, as you foolishly put it, can be done by finding a physical link of the mind you want to invade, in order to form a spiritual link with it. Since you're planning on entering a dark and infested mind, their weapon or something from where they were trapped should suffice. Anything that's been in contact with them for a while, really, like a blood well. With any of the said examples, you can create a spiritual link of your own with the Darken. Boom! Free pass to the shared mindscape of the Darken and its host.
And what will happen if someone attempts to hurt me there?
That'll just poof you back into your physical body. It's not gonna hurt you in any way. Not physically, at least.
Not even a really strong form of magic?
Nope. It's a spiritual link, Zoe. Like I said, you can talk to whatever's inside, but that's all you can do. Magic won't work inside because you don't have your physical body there, which contains all of your magic in the first place. Honestly, even with that, your best bet is convincing the Darken to stand down. I mean, sure, you can try to kick or punch the Darken, but that's not really gonna cut it. You can't start a fight. You don't have the means to do so. If there's going to be a fight in there, it's going to be between the Darken and the human it infected.
Whatever. I'll find a way to make that Darken stand down and beg.
Slow down, Zoe. This spell isn't easy, and it takes a lot of magic to do. Do this too often, and your light will burn out. You've been warned.
You know what? I should really get going.
Oh, going so soon? How come? Did this very serious conversation scare a very immature aspect?
I just want to test this trick out before attempting to do it on Rost.
So do you have a test dummy in mind?
Something like that, I guess.
Huh? Don't forget who you are, Zoe. I've said this already. You're an aspect. This isn't fun and games. You have a duty to fulfill, and you don't have the leisure to play around with mortals. You can't stay distracted. What's so special about this human anyways?
He's not! I just have a score to settle with Rost. The damn thing called me a pet.
Then stop wasting your powers on petty things. We are the aspect of Twilight. We bring change wherever we go. And you're using this power to fool around? All because a Darkin insulted you? I can't believe you have the guts to call me a monster. Listen, the time will come when you know where your mission is in Runeterra. When that time comes, make sure you're focused, because if you fail to herald a cosmic change, there may be lives who might pay the price. You'll never know what kind of change is coming. It may be good or bad, but one thing's for sure. It's bigger than this issue of yours, so pay attention.
Don't worry. The mortal just helps me bide my time. I don't have any ties in Runeterra. Not anymore, at least.
Good then. I'm glad to hear that. Anyways, say hi to Rillian Soul for me. Just kidding. That old dragon hates me.
Uh-huh. Sure. Whatever you say. Oh, wait! I have one last question. Will sealing a Darkin...
Sealing a Darkin infesting a host means you'll seal the host along with it. As long as the Darkin possesses that body, their fates are tied. Hurt him, seal him, they'll both end up in the same condition.
I see. Guess I'll save that as a last option.
Wow, this Darkin really made you mad. You're willing to seal your little mortal friend? For a moment there, I thought you actually cared for this mortal.
I can make more friends. But I'm curious. What happened to you during your time as an aspect?
Oh, Zoe, you can't even begin to fathom the things I've seen. The things I've done. Anyways, it's time to part ways. I wish you luck on this endeavor, Zoe. You're probably gonna need it.
She gives me the creeps. I hope I don't end up like her. In any case, I got useful information. I'll go to Ionia, test this new spell out, and shove Rost into the ground. After some chocolate mooncake. I wonder if this forest sky is nice.